Some heroes are born into greatness. Others earn it through courage, sacrifice, and perseverance. Harry Potter's story is unique because it combines both. Before he could walk, before he could speak, before he could even understand the world around him, Harry became the center of a prophecy that would shape the fate of an entire magical civilization. In this video, we're exploring Harry Potter, the boy who survived. Parents murdered. Harry Potter's story begins with unimaginable tragedy. His parents, James Potter and Lily Potter, were loving members of the wizarding community who found themselves targeted by the most feared dark wizard in history, Lord Voldemort. During the height of a devastating wizarding war, Voldemort sought to eliminate anyone who stood against. A prophecy had suggested that a child would one day possess the power to defeat him. Believing Harry to be that child, Voldemort decided to kill him before he could become a threat. On a dark Halloween night, Voldemort attacked the Potter family at their home in Godric's Hollow. James Potter attempted to protect his wife and son, sacrificing himself without hesitation. Lily Potter then stood between Voldemort and her baby son. She was given a chance to move aside but refused. Her willingness to die for Harry created an ancient magical protection powered by love itself. When Voldemort cast the killing curse at infant Harry, the unimaginable happened. The curse rebounded. Voldemort's physical body was destroyed while Harry survived with only a lightning-shaped scar on his forehead, raised by abusive relatives. After the deaths of his parents, Harry was sent to live with his only remaining relatives, the Dursley family. Vernon Dursley, Petunia Dursley, and their son Dudley lived ordinary suburban lives and wanted nothing to do with magic. Petunia was Lily Potter's sister, but rather than welcoming Harry, the Dursleys treated him as an unwanted burden. They feared anything unusual and despised reminders of the magical world. Because Harry represented everything they disliked, they subjected him to years of neglect and emotional mistreatment. Harry slept in a small cupboard under the stairs, while Dudley enjoyed every luxury imaginable. He wore old hand-me-down clothes, received little affection, and was constantly blamed for things beyond his control. The Dursleys often insulted him, isolated him, and tried to crush his confidence. Despite these hardships, Harry developed resilience. Instead of becoming bitter, he remained kind-hearted and compassionate. He learned independence from an early age because nobody else would help him. Strange events frequently occurred around Harry, though he could not explain them. His hair grew back overnight after bad haircut. He somehow ended up in impossible places during moments of danger. These incidents hinted at powers he did not yet understand. Discovered, he was a wizard. Everything changed on Harry's 11th birthday. Letters began arriving at the Dursley home addressed specifically to him. The Dursleys desperately tried to prevent Harry from reading them, but the letters continued appearing in increasingly creative. Eventually, a giant named Hagrid arrived and revealed the truth. Harry Potter was a wizard. The revelation transformed Harry's entire understanding of himself. Suddenly, years of confusion began making sense. The strange incidents throughout his childhood were not accidents. They were signs of magical ability. Hagrid also informed Harry that he was famous within the wizarding world. Everyone knew the story of the baby who survived Voldemort's attack. Harry struggled to comprehend why strangers treated him like a celebrity. Soon he entered Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. For the first time in his life, Harry found a place where he belonged. Hogwarts was filled with moving staircases, enchanted objects, magical creatures, and students who understood him, learned dark truths about his past. As Harry progressed through his years at Hogwarts, he gradually uncovered disturbing truths about his history. The story he initially heard was only the beginning. He learned that Voldemort's attack had been motivated by a prophecy connecting their destinies. He discovered that many people who knew his parents had fought in a brutal war against dark forces. He realized their deaths were part of a much larger conflict. Harry also learned complicated truths about those around him. Some people he trusted had hidden secrets. Others he feared proved more complex than they appeared. Few discoveries were more shocking than learning about Severus Snape's lifelong connection to his mother. Each year revealed new layers of mystery, hidden chambers, secret memories, ancient artifacts, and forgotten histories gradually exposed the true scale of Voldemort's plans. Harry came to understand that the Dark Lord's defeat years earlier had not been permanent. Fought destiny throughout childhood. Unlike many heroes, Harry never actively sought greatness. Throughout his childhood and adolescence, he repeatedly found himself thrust into dangerous situations against his will. Every school year brought new threats. He faced dark creatures, deadly challenges, hidden enemies, and increasingly powerful manifestations of Voldemort's influence. Many adults expected extraordinary things from him simply because of who he was. The prophecy suggested that Harry and Voldemort were bound together by fate. Yet Harry constantly struggled against the idea that his life was predetermined. He wanted freedom to make his own choices rather than being controlled by destiny. What made Harry remarkable was not prophecy but choice. Time after time, he chose courage over fear. He chose loyalty over self-interest. He chose compassion when hatred would have been easier. Defeated Voldemort. The final battle represented the culmination of everything Harry had endured. Years of loss, sacrifice, friendship, and growth led to one decisive confrontation. By this stage, Harry understood truths that Voldemort never could. He understood love, loyalty, sacrifice, and human connection. Voldemort sought power above all else, believing these qualities represented weakness. Harry learned that Voldemort had fragmented his soul through dark magic, creating Horcruxes that anchored him to life. Destroying these objects became essential to ending the Dark Lord's reign permanently. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. Hit the notification bell to stay updated with our latest videos. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching.